Na 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 na.
Hanging out down the street, do the same old thing. We did last week. Not a thing to do, but talk to you. We're all right. We're all right. Hello, Wisconsin.
All right, so listen, man. We're doing this draft episode because all everybody's talking about is the whole Ben Simmons situation that we talked about last week.
And I personally do not want to talk about this.
And the whole vaccination status in both the NBA and the NFL, mostly the NBA. But I don't feel like talking about this shit anymore. I don't. I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like I at this point, I've just accepted the fact that this shit is what it is and what it's gonna be. Like we've done nothing productive to effectively work together to eradicate this virus. Full stop. Like we have spent this entire pandemic thinking that this virus is a hoax, having conspiracy theories throughout the entire pandemic, then having conspiracy theories about the vaccines. And it's like, all right, man, go ahead and die then. I don't give a shit anymore.
Hmm.
And we decided to be skeptical about it. So at this point, I don't care anymore. I don't. I'm vaccinated. When that booster shot drop, I'm getting that booster shot like I'm getting my flu shot. And I'm gonna stay maxed up when I'm out in public. Cause it's like I'm just over trying to explain and reason with motherfuckers. Y'all make y'all decision, man. And Godspeed, I guess. Cause at this point, we have eclipsed the Spanish flu pandemic in deaths. And yeah, y'all are still going to argue about population numbers between then and now. That's your argument. And no argument with you, and there's no reasoning with you motherfuckers anymore at this point because y'all want to be right so goddamn bad. Go ahead and be right. We'll see who's really right then. That's where I'm at. So as far as this whole, NBA vaccination thing, yeah, nah, the NBA and the NFL, they're doing everything as correctly as possible as far as how they're treating the people that decide they don't want to be vaccinated, which is all of, at this point, 4 or 5 motherfuckers. So what they're doing is, they're going any city that is mask mandated, they can't play in. So they're going to be missing, a great chunk of their seasons, especially the likes of like Kyrie Irving, who plays in a mask mandated state. But hey, so I guess it's bigger than the money, huh? Like I think so too, but you going about it the wrong way. I think so. At this point, I think you should just but a good majority of this country died even literally on the hill of A, this virus is a hoax, B, this vaccine shouldn't be trusted. Famous final words. I'm just tired of people. That's where I'm at, man. I don't have the patience for people anymore, and just making blatant dumbass mistakes. Like it's one thing if you make a decision and it ends up being the wrong decision, but you are blatantly making the wrong decision that you know is the right decision, but you just refuse to make the right decision because you, for one reason or another, what it all boils down to, are selfish. There's very few excuses for not getting this vaccine. All right. You are immunocompromised. That's one hell of an excuse. Period. Like I that's just undisputed at that point. Medically speaking, it's advised against you to take vaccines if you're immunocompromised. That's just in general, to my understanding. Um, if you simply just don't trust the vaccine, however, you're taking all the precautions that we were asked to take before the vaccine was, fully developed. Okay, fine. But that's where I draw the line. You know what I'm saying? If you just the reason why you're not getting vaccinated because of some conspiracy, I fucking hate you at this point. No bone, make no motherfucking bones about it. Deep down, I fucking hate you because you're the reason why we're still in this situation. If you're still alive, if you're dead, more than likely you're the reason why we're in this situation. I can't say fully because there are quite a few people that had died from this virus as well, and they did what they could to prevent it. I'm not talking about them. They did what they could, and I'm sorry for them, and my condolences to their families, truly and deeply, because that's just sad, like they took all the precautions and still claimed their lives. And then you have motherfuckers out here still claiming it's a hoax. That's fucked up. It's kind of like Alex Jones and Sandy Hook. He called it like a false flag operation, and now he's getting sued for it. Do you want to? Do you do you want to be on that side of history? Start asking yourselves that question. Do you want to be on the right side of history? Because that whole thinking people are sheep and because I'm an independent thinker. Listen, man, you are one of the many dumbasses that are independent thinkers that think the same goddamn dumbass thing. Meanwhile, the rest of the population agrees we need to stop this by doing this because scientists and medical doctors alike agree that this needs to be done. and you still disagree. These are motherfuckers that like went to school to learn and got degrees in these studies so they could be able to take care of you motherfuckers. And that's the motherfucking thanks they get. This fucking country, bro. This fucking country.
Listen, everything you said is valid, and I agree with you. But I also agree at the end of the day, if death comes, it comes.
Sure.
Like, and I think people spend too much time worrying about preventing deaths when they don't have control over death in the first place. Like, I see both sides of the argument. People say, what's the point? You get the vaccine, you can still catch COVID to die anyway. On the other side, it says you get the vaccine because it helps diminish the sheer likelihood of dying. When it's time for you to go home, God gonna call you home.
That's for sure.
It doesn't matter what you say, do. Only thing I can do is I'm thankful for the time that I get on earth. Every chance I get, every day I get over my eye, I'm grateful for it because I could not be here right now telling you this. So with COVID, whether it's lung cancer, HIV, AIDS, bevy of other diseases that are there that are here that we deal with that can take your life. We walk around with those fears every day. My advice would be to take every precaution you can to help stop the virus. But also remember that at the end of the day, life and death is not in anyone's hands but God's. Whether you believe he's this, whatever. And we be here all day trying to get into that. That's not what this is about.
Hey man, no, I
The
feel you
thing
on that.
is, the
Like,
thing is,
out loud, baby. Don't expect me to be here for a long time.
right? You know what I'm saying? So like, I like we've talked about this before off camera. I'm an optimist, and my
Yeah.
faith is a solid foundation in me, right? So I personally believe that whatever decision I make, he's gonna be with me through it. So that's where my fear goes out the window. Like I'm not even worried about it.
Right.
The reason I take the vaccine is because I was worried about my uncle. My uncle would feel more comfortable with me taking the vaccine. Lord, I'm taking the vaccine. It is what it is. But to go around not caring about others is the problem. So if you don't care about others, then you don't care about yourself. Because
To tell
if you
this thing,
if you're
I'm
quick
like, oh
if
yeah.
the if you're quick to put somebody else in a box, then you're probably quick to put yourself in a box too, and you won't get any progress like that in
I mean,
anything.
to tell yourself that I'm not taking the virus, I'm not taking the vaccine because I care about I'm a care about me and mine's. I don't worry about everybody else. Well, that's just irresponsible of you for you and yours.
Correct,
Amazing how that works, right?
correct.
This fucking country.
That's the nature of men. We'll always be divided as long as we have our own individual minds. The last thing I'm going to do is try to convince another person's mind what my mind thinks. That would never happen. So
My mind's fucking brilliant and it should be shared with the goddamn world. That's how I feel. So
I
that's why
believe my mind is brilliant too, but somebody else's mind might not agree with my mind. And a
I
lot
mean,
of times our minds don't agree. So, and both our minds are brilliant.
no, no. My thing is, I feel like I'm undisputedly dope. You know what I'm saying? And it's very disrespectful that you don't think so. Also, you don't know dope if it slapped you in your face. That's how I feel. That's the thing I'm working out within myself.
Well,
That's just my deal. That's why I be so adamant about things. That's why I like poo poo on the younger generation's music and things like that. Because I'm a like hard critic of every aspect of my life. I'm I just think the world around me is fucking corny as fuck sometimes, if not all the time. Kenny, man, you know, man, it's hard to stay sucker free in a world full of lollipops, dog.
Yeah.
It is. It just
And it's
is.
hard. It's also hard to stay pure in a world full of
Dirt.
manipulators. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Dirt manipulators say hard to stay clean in a world full of dirt too. That works too.
you feel me?
Whatever saying you want to use, every coin got two sides, every sword got two edges. That's why we make a handle for the sword so you don't get cut with the other edge. But if you take that off, there's another edge under it.
I should be writing these idioms down, but
I'll text them to you. Let's have some fun now. Are you ready to have some fun?
yeah, let's have some fucking fun, dog. The fun levels are slowly but quickly rising.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
They're like a edible high. Yep, let's start the show.
Let's have some fun.